Welcome and thank you for joining us today for the Know Before You Go webinar. We're less than 2 weeks away and this session is designed to answer any burning questions, provide details and helpful tips to make your conference experience as perfect as possible. To eliminate background noise, everyone has been muted. Please type your questions in the question box. Webinar is being recorded and a link will be sent to you tomorrow and also posted to the online FAQs at hrsouthwest.com/FAQ. Slides are available as a downloadable PDF in the control panel. You will also receive a Know Before You Go email the Monday prior to the conference on October 10th that will recap this info and much more, so watch your inboxes. I'm Kim Scott, and my history with the HR Southwest Conference goes back to 2008 when I first attended and volunteered. You will also hear from Kathy Hassenflug, our Conference Director-elect and lifetime friend from the beginning for me. Our goal is to provide some insight and helpful information to make your time at HR Southwest Conference as stress-free, enjoyable, and productive as possible. What we'll cover today: conference schedule, conference highlights, what's new and improved, housing and travel, marketplace activities, networking, the mobile app, social media, and questions. The conference schedule overview. On Sunday, October 16th, we'll have pre-conference workshops, and the marketplace registration will be open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Attendee registration will be from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., and the hub will be open from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. After that, we'll have the Welcome to Fort Worth happy hour at Acre Distilling from 5 to 7 p.m. On Monday, October 17th, attendee registration will begin at 6:30 a.m. with attendee self-check-in. We'll have the opening keynote with Alex Sheen, the Marketplace grand opening at 9:45 a.m., the silent auction grand opening at 9:45 a.m., and the welcome reception in the Marketplace from 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. On Tuesday, October 18th, the Marketplace will open at 9:15 a.m. until 4:15 p.m. The silent auction will close at 1:30 p.m. and the closing reception will be from 5:30 p.m. till 7:30 p.m. On Wednesday, October 19th, we'll hear from our closing keynote, Dina Dwyer-Owens. Conference highlights. There will be up to 8 HRCI recertification credit hours and 8 SHRM PDCs at pre-conference workshops to choose from. There will be up to 17 HRCI recertification credit hours and 17 SHRM PDCs that can be earned at the conference. There will be up to 31 business strategic recertification credit hours offered to choose from, and up to 100 educational sessions to choose from at conference. Most are available online after the conference. On Monday, we'll hear from our keynote, Alex Sheen. He will get us started with a compelling story of his movement, Because I Said I Would. His presentation on integrity and striving for excellence will kick off our values-driven 75th anniversary celebration on a strong and thoughtful note for professional and personal improvement and accountability in all things we do. On Wednesday, our keynote will be Dina Dwyer-Owens, who has appeared on Undercover Boss, and she will bring our conference to a close with another solid message on values and bringing back to the office a spirit of integrity, excellence, and accountability. You're definitely going to be able to bring back to your workplace an invigorated spirit of working better with the values that you, your coworkers, and your boss will definitely appreciate after hearing these 2 presentations. And don't forget about networking, networking, networking. There's going to be lots of opportunities to network with everyone there, so be sure to bring business cards. What's new for 2016? If you are in the staffing and recruiting space, you won't want to miss the War on Talent panel. We'll have experts speaking on the hottest challenges facing recruiters today. We'll also have peer roundtables. Participate in a discussion group led by experienced practitioners in different areas of specialization. These sessions offer a fresh approach to peer-to-peer learning and engage you in honest, open dialogue designed to help you solve some of your own workplace challenges. Topics include global HR, organizational development, employee engagement, and compensation and benefits. We'll also have solution sessions. These sessions are educational in nature and may provide guidance and solutions or services that might meet a need in your organization. Also new this year are the crowdsourcing sessions. This is about you, and you can let us know what you want to hear about by submitting your topics for the crowdsourcing sessions within the mobile app. Submit your topics of interest through the mobile app through Monday, October 17th at 2 p.m. The discussion-based sessions will be held outside the ballroom on Tuesday at 4:15 p.m. and Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. based on the highest rated topics. Have fun this year with the Leaderboard Challenge. This is a new scavenger hunt game we've added to the mobile app. Are you the competitive type? Then you'll love this and seeing who stays in the lead. This year, we're pleased to offer you extended hours in the marketplace. The marketplace will be open until 6:30 p.m. on Monday and until 4:15 p.m. on Tuesday. This way, you have more time to enjoy networking with your friends and the exhibitors, too. HR Southwest Conference Pulse, or HRSWC Pulse, is also new this year. We will have digital displays located at the registration self-check-in and towards the back of the marketplace that will keep you up to date on different agenda highlights, who's winning in the scavenger hunt leaderboard, and also include your Twitter feeds which have the HRSWC hashtag. And because networking is so important, we've extended the hours for the Monday evening welcome reception, which now starts at 4:30 p.m. in the marketplace. And now for you, Kathy.
Okay. Welcome, everyone. We're so glad that you're here with us today. We do have a number of returning favorites to the conference this year. For those of you who hold professional certifications, you'll be happy to know that the full conference attendees can earn up to 17 credit hours. That's 17 HRCI credit hours and or 17 SHRM Professional Development Credits, PDCs. And then if you're actually coming early and attending the pre-conference workshops on Sunday, October 16th, prior to the official start of the conference, on Sunday you have the opportunity to earn up to, an opportunity to earn up to an additional 8 credit hours. One of our most popular sessions at the conference is the Legal Exchange. This is a session that provides attendees valuable updates on legal topics in a roundtable format. We all know that with all of the changing laws, these are one of our most popular sessions and always full, so you'll want to make sure that you're there early. Speaker Hall of Fame sessions are also offered. These are 2 to 3 hour educational sessions led by HR Southwest Conference Speaker Hall of Fame recipients. You may know their names: Michael Mariachi, Alice Denninger, and Chris Antone, all of which are excellent speakers, and you won't want to miss any of those. Our Master Series are sessions specially geared for HRCI and SHRM certified HR professionals. These sessions are led by senior HR executives who share their successful best practices. Pair and Share is a buddy system. It's a voluntary buddy system where we team conference veterans with new attendees for the purpose of enriching the educational and networking experience for both. So this is an awesome opportunity. If you are a new attendee, this would be a great program to check out. Wellness Club activities. We have a number of those going on throughout the conference. These are short bursts of energizing and stretching activities coordinated throughout the conference during the breaks and in the educational schedule. The Wellness Club has if you're into yoga and want to get up in the morning, we have yoga that will be at the south end of the conference hall facing the water gardens. And we also have Refer a Friend. This is a program, referral program, which would provide you and a new attendee a chance to win a $100 Visa gift card. Now, our weekly drawing started back in August, but they run through this Friday. So if you haven't had a chance, you want to spread the word on that. Where to go? When you first arrive, you'll want to be sure to check in at registration and get your conference badge. Registration is located near the 12th and Houston Street entrance to the Convention Center, just inside the exhibit hall doors. You'll want to be prepared to show your photo ID. That is a must, so please make sure that you have your ID with you. It is also helpful, but not necessary, to bring a copy of your registration confirmation too. Hopefully, by the time you arrive, you will have had a chance to plan out your sessions that you want to attend. So be sure to take a few minutes to walk around the conference halls and familiar yourself with where the rooms are that you were planning on attending. We're providing a link here as well that has a map of the layout of the Convention Center to help you plan ahead. And that information can also be found on the HR Southwest website. The Welcome Center serves as a concierge at the conference and is a great place to get your questions answered. The Welcome Center, you will find, is just inside the main entrance to the exhibit hall. Have questions throughout the conference? In addition to the Welcome Center, all you need to do is just look around for a volunteer wearing a red shirt with the HR Southwest logo. We're all here ready and happy to assist you. If you still need to make travel arrangements, don't miss out on the deals that we have from our partners. Hotel options are available in a broad price range. We now have 5 conference hotels, all within walking distance from the Convention Center. Some nights are selling out very fast, so book your reservation today or as soon as possible. The hotels include the Omni, the Courtyard, Embassy Suites, Hilton, and Sheraton. We have discounts, Avis and Delta and United Airlines. Sometimes be challenged if you are driving. You can also access parking maps on our website. Transportation options to shuttle service, Riff, and Molly the Trolley. Be sure to check out the Worth Saving program when you get on site. With this program, you can enjoy free or discounted appetizers, meals, drinks, desserts, and Fort Worth gifts just by showing your HR Southwest conference badge. So remember to take your badge with you when you venture out into the city. And of course, be sure to visit the hrsouthwest.com website for more information and details. Our marketplace is an area of excitement and lots of activities. It's a dynamic environment dedicated to making new business connections and exploring the newest innovations in HR solutions and services. Our exhibitors have much information to share with you, and many of them have prizes and drawings throughout the conference. So you'll want to have plenty of business cards for exchanging. With more than 200 participating sponsors and exhibitors, The marketplace is also home to some of the most popular conference activities. Some of those include the silent auction. This is a lot of fun and an awesome way for you to do some early Christmas shopping. This is where you have the opportunity to bid on some great items, with all proceeds going to benefit future HR leaders. These future HR leaders are selected as recipients of the Excellence in Education Student Scholarships, and these scholarships are announced during the conference. In 2015, more than $10,000 was raised for these scholarship recipients. Lunches and breaks are a great time to meet with attendees, meet some new colleagues, and build your network. The HR Southwest Conference is also proud of its alliance with Patriot Paws, service dogs of Rockwell, Texas. And if you need a break, be sure to look for the signs in the marketplace to find a puppy cuddling area. After walking from end to end of the convention center and the marketplace, be sure to check out the relaxation station in the marketplace area with free chair massages. For those of you, as I mentioned earlier, who want to make sure you keep your exercise routine in place while at conference, join us for yoga in the mornings in the south of the hall, facing the water garden. And prize drawings. What is a conference without prizes? Super prize drawings are conducted throughout the conference in the marketplace, and they include such gifts as a $250 Amazon gift cards, a Kate Spade purse, a Tory Burch purse, and Trek Fitness hybrid bicycle. So you will want to make sure that you participate in those, as well as in our bingo game with our exhibitors to be eligible for our grand prize drawing on Tuesday night for a dream vacation. So with that, I'll turn it back over to you, Kim.
Thank you, Kathy. Networking at the HR Southwest Conference. There's going to be several networking events, so bring those business cards. You'll want to be sure and participate in activities including the Monday reception. We'll have appetizers, beverages, and a fun networking game. There's also going to be networking at the breaks and lunches in the marketplace. Tuesday night's closing reception, again, we'll have food, beverages, live band, and lots to celebrate this year. You'll also want to add your new contacts on LinkedIn and Twitter, so be sure and connect. Like I said, with Kathy and I, we made a lifetime friendship through this. Also, with the Wellness Club activities, there are always a great way to network with other attendees and get exercise at the same time. You'll also get a sneak peek at who's attending the conference on the mobile app and the attendees link, or at hrsouthwest.com/see who's attending. So be sure to add yourself as an attendee to start connecting and messaging. And don't forget about that scavenger hunt. It's a great conversation starter. So be sure and participate in that and have fun with it and see who you need to beat. And back to you, Kathy.
Okay, well, as Kim said, the HR Southwest Conference is all over social media. So you'll be sure to connect with us to stay up with all the buzz now and during the conference. Hopefully you've seen some of our posts already. We've been posting on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. In order for your own Twitter photos to appear on the digital display at conference, you must use the hashtag HRSWC. So be sure that you, as you're taking pictures and of all of the activities, be sure to use that hashtag. And this Friday, we'll want you to look, Friday the 7th, we'll want you to look for the app at hrsouthwest.com/mobile. Okay, Kim, back to you.
Thank you, Kathy. Social media, the mobile app. With the mobile app, there's so many things that you can do with this. You'll want to be sure and set up your profile in the mobile app. You can tell us a little bit about yourself and even add a photo so we can be sure to look for you at the conference. And with all the activities for you to do while at the conference, be sure to set up your schedule within the app so that you can get alerts and be reminded of when it's time to start heading to your next activity. Again, be sure to submit your crowdsourcing session topics in here. Just click on the menu icon and select Crowdsource Sessions and submit your information. Then be sure to come see if your topic was selected based on the highest ratings. This new offering is literally about what you want to hear about. Want to see if a friend is coming or even to meet someone you've connected with on LinkedIn? Check out the See Who is Attending feature within the app. I've met a few LinkedIn connections at conference, and this is an awesome feature. You can also private message each other. Join chats or discussions to share your comments on an educational session or can't miss booth in the marketplace. These are ways that you can chat as a group. And general information is definitely worth checking out. It provides so many resources with maps and information on where you can find different amenities while at the conference. Your opinion matters to us, and we make decisions each year based on the feedback you provide. So be sure to let us know what you think by completing the surveys within the app. And that leaderboard we mentioned earlier, it's right at the bottom of the home screen within the app. Have fun and join in the challenge. Don't let someone take your spot on the leaderboard. And now we're going to hear from Nan.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Nan Phillips. I'm the Director of Business Development and Conference Strategy on staff here at the HR Southwest Conference. Welcome, and we are so looking forward to seeing you in just a few days in Fort Worth. We're going to open it up for questions now. We do have a question already. This is a great question. Many of you may not realize, but the HR Southwest Conference attendees represent about 30 different states across the country, plus about 5 different countries. So this question is specifically from someone who is from outside the U.S. asking what kind of ID they need to bring to check in to claim their registration badge. A passport will do anything, any kind of photo ID. So if you're traveling internationally, a passport is perfectly acceptable. But for those U.S. residents, a driver's license, a military ID, anything with your photo and your name on it would be great. And we'll give you a couple of minutes to submit any additional questions. We've got a few kind of rolling in now. Let's see. For those who are participating in the Sunday pre-conference session, the pre-conference workshops, where do you check in? You'll want to go to the regular registration area, which will be just right inside the exhibit hall doors there at the 12th Street entrance. There'll be signs there pointing you to pre-conference registration, and you'll just claim your badge there, and then all the pre-conference workshops will take place in designated rooms on the 2nd level. There'll be lots of signs and people pointing you the right way to go. Another great question related to education. Can you get recertification credits for both SHRM and HRCI? Yes. The HR Southwest Conference is approved by both accrediting bodies for up to 17 SHRM PDCs or HRCI research credits, if you kind of maximum of 17 for the full conference. And then, as Kim mentioned, an additional 8 recertification credits if you participate in the pre-conference workshops. And those pre-conference workshops do require separate registration. They are still available. Some of them are very close to being full. So if you want to check those out, you can go to hrsouthwest.com/pre-conference. Let's see here. Great question about if the sessions are going to be recorded. We do capture and record about 100 hours of the education, and it is available through what we call the Online Learning Center. So if there's a session that you missed, or concurrent sessions happening and you're not able to attend something, check the Online Learning Center information that you'll find on site. and see if that session is being captured, in which case you can purchase the Online Learning Center at a special rate while you're at the conference. If you haven't already through your conference registration, you can actually go online and purchase it as well. In fact, it's a little bit cheaper if you do it before conference, and then there's another price break while you're at conference, and then after the conference ends, the rate changes a little bit as well. This is a great question, again, related to certification. How do you register for each session to ensure that you get your recert credits? There will be instructions in your conference program that you'll receive at registration to tell you how to submit your hours for recertification credit. The process is a little different for SHRM and for HRCI, so you'll have information in your program about that. And also, both SHRM and HRCI will be participating in the conference as exhibitors. So if you have questions about any of that, you can just visit them in their booth, and they can definitely tell you exactly how to do that as well. What's the dress code? It is business casual. It is a professional business conference, so we do ask for business casual and up. We do also recommend that you bring a light jacket or a sweater. The convention center tends to be a little bit cold. They keep the air pretty cool inside there, so you'll want to bring a shawl or a wrap or a jacket to keep yourself comfortable, and also definitely wear comfortable shoes. It's not a huge convention center, but there is a lot of walking, so be sure to wear comfortable shoes as well. Another question about the pre-conference workshops. What if it begins before the registration opens? Registration for pre-conference will open at 7 a.m. on Sunday. So that's a great question for clarification. General conference registration will open at 2 p.m. for the people attending the full conference. And then for those who are attending pre-conference workshops, you are able to check in at registration as early as 7 a.m. on Sunday, and then I believe the first one starts at 8 a.m., so you've got plenty of time there. The early morning sessions, what we call the early bird sessions, they are included in your conference registration, so you are certainly welcome to attend those. For those who are maybe from a different time zone and happen to be up early, they start at 7 a.m., and we have a good offering of those each day on Monday, Tuesday, and on Wednesday. Sorry, just reading through the questions here. Some of them are duplicates, so I'm just reading through. Another good question about capacity in the sessions. In the case that a session fills up, is there a maximum capacity? There are maximum capacities for each of the sessions. That's part of fire code. But a few of them do fill up each year. We have some very popular speakers, and of course we try to make sure they are in a larger room. We always recommend that you show up a little bit early if it's a session that you absolutely don't want to miss. But most of the sessions will hold at least 100 people, 100, 125, up to 250 people. Just depends on the session. So Kathy's recommendation in kind of walking around the convention center to get familiar with the building is a great recommendation, just so you kind of know where you're going. Now, we will have volunteers stationed throughout the building to kind of point you toward where the activities are taking place, but being familiar also really helps. How many attendees are expected this year? We average 1,700 to 1,800 attendees each year, and we're right on pace to meet that this year. That does not include any sponsors or exhibitors, so that's another 400 or 500 people. So it's a good size event, but not so large that it's overwhelming. It's still very comfortable and very easy to make new connections and have conversations with people without being too overwhelmed. The app will be available on Friday. We're making some kind of final updates to it right now. It should be ready for public consumption on Friday the 7th, so you can search for it in the App Store or in Google Play using, just search for HRSWC, and it'll pull it right up. But on Friday, it will definitely be ready for launch. Where can I find what sessions I enrolled in? None of the sessions require registration other than the pre-conference workshops, but as far as the full conference sessions, those do not require any kind of pre-registration in order to attend. However, in the app, you are able to kind of bookmark the sessions that you want to attend, so that's part of making your own personal schedule. It doesn't reserve a seat for you, though. It doesn't necessarily, it doesn't have any relationship to your HRCI or SHRM research. It's simply a tool in the app to help you create your own schedule. That's one reference you can use. But if you are registered for the pre-conference workshops, those would be detailed in your conference registration. A technology question, a great question. Will there be areas to catch up on emails during the day with Wi-Fi? There is limited Wi-Fi available in the convention center, in the foyers, in the public spaces. So in the upstairs and downstairs foyers, there is free Wi-Fi. It's not real broadband, but it's certainly enough to check email and do any kind of texting or something like that. Inside the exhibit hall and inside the session rooms, the Wi-Fi is not available. You can, kind of like being in a hotel, you can pay for on-demand Wi-Fi, and that is available. But the free Wi-Fi is in the foyers. If you're staying in any of the hotels, most of them have free Wi-Fi in their public spaces as well. Let's see. Do we have to register for the attendee and the marketplace? No. Once you are a registered conference attendee, you have full access to the marketplace and all the activities in it. The keynote sessions, the receptions, all that's included in the full conference registration. And then if you are registered as a one-day guest or a marketplace only guest, then that would permit you access accordingly. Another technology question related to the app. If you have the 2015 app, yes, you do need to download the 16 app. We'll be taking down the 15 app pretty soon. We'll probably push an announcement through the 15 app just to let you know that you do need to download the 16 app. So basically, if you have last year's app on your phone, you can delete it. Be sure to export any notes that you may want to keep from it. And then you can go ahead and delete the 15 app and reload the 16 app. And it's not the app itself is not real huge, so it shouldn't take, if you're on Wi-Fi, we do recommend that you go ahead and download it to your phone before you get to conference. That way it's already there and you don't have to rely on the connectivity. The app is both native and browser-based, so you do not have to download it, but you can, just in case you want to be able to access it without any connection at all. But then, of course, to receive any updates and push alerts and things like that, you will need to be connected either to a data network or over Wi-Fi. How do you purchase the online learning center? Another great question. You would just log back into your conference registration, and it is one of the optional items that you can select along with, I think you can register for pre-conference workshops, and then you can add on the, I think we call it the Conference Plus or something like that, but it'll reference the online learning center. You can add it there. And then when you're on site, you can purchase it there as well. There's a little bit of a price difference though. So if you haven't already, we recommend that you go ahead and purchase it ahead of time for the best possible price. Another technology-related question is, do you badge into the sessions? No, we do not scan badges for any of the sessions. So you're kind of on your honor in terms of keeping track of your research credits, so you don't have to worry about that. If you purchased a marketplace only registration and you want to upgrade, you can contact attendees at hrsouthwest.com, or you can just log back into your registration and change your registration. But if you need assistance with that, contact Beth Roach, who's our Attendee Relations Manager, attendees at hrsouthwest.com, or you can call 214-631-7476, and she's at extension 225. Can you register on Sunday if you're not attending pre-conference? Yes, if I understand that question correctly, you can, if you are already registered for the conference, you can check in and claim your, check in for your conference badge starting at 2 o'clock, at 2 p.m. We'll be opening the regular conference registration. But you do not have to be registered for pre-con to do that, but they won't be open for that part of the check-in until 2 p.m. Let's see. Oh, a great question. Where is the conference schedule online? If you go to hrsouthwest.com/agenda, that will take you straight to the overall conference agenda. If you're looking for the session listings to kind of explore those, these will also be in the app when we launch that on Friday, but at this point you can already look at them online. Just go to hrsouthwest.com/sessions. And that will take you straight to the session listing where you can search by keyword or track or speaker, multiple different ways to search that. And then for those who may have joined in a little bit late, we are recording this session. And we will be sending out a link to the recording tomorrow and a follow-up email. So if you have coworkers or colleagues or friends who are also attending but weren't able to participate, feel free to pass along that link to them and help share the information. And with that, Kim, Kathy, I'll toss it back to you.
Thank you so much, Nan. These were awesome questions. I'm so glad y'all asked them. So I wanted to point out before we go that one of the most unique components of HR Southwest is its energetic, friendly environment. And there are so many ways to really maximize your experience and enjoy your time. So as Nan said, you'll receive a follow-up email with a link to the recorded webinar. And thank you for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you at the HR Southwest Conference.